Hey guys, it's Anton Rudgård here. I have been selected as a top 10 skills coach for the Global Skills Showcase. I'm very excited to share my presentation with you guys. As I said, my name is Anton Rudgård. I'm 27 years old and I'm working full-time as a skating skills and development coach. I have been playing professional hockey in Russia, Slovakia, Ukraine, and played for the Swedish national team at one point. I started my development program back in 2020, and from there I went from coaching 9-year-old kids to professional hockey players in just 10 months. So it's been quite a journey so far. Today we are going to talk about creativity. And why do I think that creativity is so important to teach? The first thing is that's because creativity was the one skill that I really never got taught as a player. Almost all of my coaches believed in the traditional way of playing simple and strictly following a game plan. The brain is so comfortable and already have a picture of how you're going to play. So that means if you don't pressure the brain is going to choose the easy option, and that is to play as you're told. And one more thing is that lack of creativity can be actually a player's greatest weakness. As a development coach, I focus on control, and that is the biggest lack of every player I have been working with, and even pros included. And when I say control, I mean, of course, control of your body, your edge control, your stick handling, etc. But also control of your brain. To be creative, to step out of your comfort zone. You see, as soon as you tell a player what to do, that they have to strictly follow this certain game plan, you have locked them inside a box. And that's it. You can't hire an artist and give him the pencil and tell him how to draw his own art, right? Because then it won't be good and the artist is going to feel suffocated. And I believe it's the same for hockey players. I rarely see coaches working on the creativeness with their players. But what happens then is that you're only creating bad habits for them. So next time, when you actually want the player to be creative, like Connor McDavid, for example, the player don't know how. And one more thing is creativity is a skill that cannot physically be explained by a coach on the ice. Creativity is a skill that is fully relying on our brain. Creativity itself is decision making and problem solving. And it's not taught by showing or breaking it down on how to do a toe drag, for example, where you actually can show the players on ice that you use your dominant hand, you drag the puck towards you, you open up the blade. Creativity is like an IQ test. The faster you can complete an IQ test with as many right answers, the higher IQ score you will get. And that's the same for the players. The more right decisions you can make in matter of few seconds, the better hockey player you're going to be. So this is my way of how I teach creativity to the players. And the first thing that I do is that I really clarify the definition of creativity, since many players think that creativity is something that it's not. So the first thing that I do is that I gather the players and I tell them what creativity is and what's it not. The second thing that I do is that I show short clips of players. So here is a video of Sidney Crosby in warm-up. Many players think that this is creative, but this is not. This is just dangling with the puck, throwing it up in the air. So step number 2, what I do is that I show the players game situational clips of players from the NHL or from other professional leagues in Europe on players, and having the kids answer if this is creative or if it's not. So as you can see here in this clip, as I said, we're watching McDavid right here, and letting the players answer if he's doing the creative moves here or if he's not using his creativity. So the kids in this video are 12-year-old kids, and I believe that if you are going to learn as good as possible, you need to bring out videos, show the kids what creativeness is and what it's not. So step number 3, what I do is these are actually the clips that I usually show to the players. So here we got some clips of Connor McDavid in the NHL when he's using his creativity to the fullest. And let's count here how many right decisions he makes in a matter of few seconds. First decision, skate along the boards with the puck. Second decision, cut to the middle. Third decision, attack the defenders. Fourth decision, try to get around him. Fifth decision, either pass or score himself. What makes McDavid such a good player is that the more he keeps his head up, as you can see right here, the more of the ice he can see. The more he keeps his head up, the more right decisions he can make. Again, here he's making 4 or 5 decisions in a matter of 4 seconds. Same here. First decision, trying to drive to the net. Second, slams on the brakes, trying to find another option. Third decision, trying to find a player to pass. Couldn't find any. Takes the shots himself. These are decisions that are made in such a short period of time. And that's all because McDavid has trust in himself. He's comfortable. He has been doing this many years, way many years before the NHL, and he keeps his head up all the time. As I said before, creativity was the one skill that I never got taught as a player. So you can actually see me right here when I'm skating with the puck. I don't keep my head up. and I choose to dump the puck, because what I've been told and what I understand that many coaches tell their players is to, when you don't know what to do, dump the puck. And that's, for me, I think it's totally wrong, because you can see right here, we were on a 2-on-2, almost a 3-on-3 situation where we could have been doing something good with the puck, establishing a play in their defensive zone. But instead, as I said, I've been told that when I don't know what to do with the puck, dump it. And that's like traditional coaching. So, as I said, this is only creating bad habits for the players. So here I'm just simply giving away the puck because I didn't know how to use my creative side. Step number 3, what I do is I create irrational drills, so the players themselves have to figure it out. So here's a great warm-up drill that I use for the players. Players start at the red line. On the whistle, first player goes in. You can see I've thrown in some extreme danglers and some small tires. And this drill are great for players if you're going to play like some small area games or some situational drills during the practice. So as you can see, first player goes in, use his creativeness, actually do whatever you want. On the whistle, player inside this area takes a shot, next player comes in. These are for the warm-up, just to get the players comfortable being creative, because creativity is the hardest thing to defend. After doing the warm-up, you can throw in some more tires or more extreme danglers and also more players. So the players, after the 10 minutes warm-up, gets even more comfortable with traffic areas. So here's another drill where the players starts along the boards and going to this circle. So here's 6 players going at the same time, and you can see on this in this video right here, this player, this drill really force him to keep his head up so he don't bump into other players, and actually force him to make decision after decision after decision. So you can see heads up, slams on the brakes, trying to find another tire to skate around. So for this, I want the players to go full speed, since they did the warm-up alone themselves. So now they're comfortable enough to do it in full speed with a little bit more traffic. As you can see here, you can just throw in whatever you want in this circle. So while the players are doing this, I work with direct feedback, since the feedback improves learner confidence. As you can see in this picture right here, the decision-making part in our brain relies very much on other aspects, such as emotions, memory, and sense. So the more feedback I give, the quicker the players are going to understand, basically. I did a research back in 2021 asking players to answer if they think they get enough feedback from their current coaches. 2,000 players participated and 65% said no. And that's just crazy. There are so many educated coaches out there that's not giving feedback at all. There's a quote that says, if you're going to coach, coach. My job as a coach is to coach the players. But I see many coaches, even skills coaches, who doesn't give feedback at all. They can show you what to do, and they can tell you what to do, but the most important part is the feedback you give to the players. If you don't give feedback to the players, and the player are doing something wrong, let's say, keeping their head down, and you don't tell him, the players are still going to look down at the puck, and the players themselves are not going to understand why they can't be creative in games. So as you can see in this video right here, it's a clip of me telling one of my players to keep his head up even more when he's doing my irrational drills in creative environments. So as you can see here, I'm telling him basically, if you look down at the puck, you can see 1 meter in front of you. You can still make decisions, but you're going to see a lot more if you keep your head up. And when you see a lot more on the ice, you can even make more great decisions. So that's, I think, the most important thing. Again, these kids are 12-year-old kids. So it's very important that you take this step by step and don't rush anything. If a player needs 10 practices before being able to use his creative side, going alone in these kind of circles, we are going to then do it for 10 practices. The more we rush, the worse effect is gonna be on the player. So when you put too many players in the circle at the same time, I can see them bumping into each other, losing the puck. You can see they are a bit observant. They don't want to go into these traffic areas because they're don't have the confidence. They're a little bit scared. So just I take it step by step and add more and more obstacles to the circle, and then add more players. So if you're doing it, as I said, step by step, you're going to have the players go from bumping into each other, losing the puck, don't want to get it into this traffic area, to something like this. So with this group of players, I've been working on the creativeness for a couple of months now, and you can actually see how creative they are. There's not many players bumping into each other. You can see all the players making decision after decision after decision. You can see the confidence in every player right here. And that's because I have been starting easy, taking it, as I said, step by step. So that will result in confidence, and the players are going to think that these drills are actually more fun to make. So this group of players, when I started working with them, especially on the creativeness, there were no players who were like outstanding. No, no players who were like outstanding. Almost every player were scared to get into these traffic areas, but as you can see in this video right here, it's a completely different kind of team. Players are making decision after decision after decision. And here's actually when the personality of the players reflect the most on the ice. You can see what players who are still a little bit worried about going into these traffic areas, and you can see the players who just using their creativeness to the fullest. Because that's one more important thing about hockey players. If a player's personality could reflect on the ice, that means that the players are being themselves. Many players, if I would take me as an example, I were the player who always listened to the coach. I didn't show my personality so much on the ice. I always follow this certain game plan, and that, of course, I played the professional hockey and played for the Swedish national team. But if I could have just get the chance to really be myself on the ice, I think that I could have made it to even higher leagues and been a different player. So I think that's really important to let the players let their personalities reflect on the ice. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching my way of teaching creativity. It was a pleasure showing you guys my presentation, and thank you so much to the coaches side for selecting me for the Global Skills Showcase as a top 10 presenters. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope we all can learn something from my presentation so we can grow the game of hockey together. Thank you. Bye.